From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, February the 26th, 2025. Shiri Bibas and her two young sons, Ariel and Kfir, were laid to rest in a private funeral today. The three buried together in a single casket near their home in Kibbutz Nir Oz in southern Israel. The Bibas family was abducted by Palestinian terrorists to Gaza during the October 7th Hamas massacre. Shiri's husband and the boy's father, Yarden Bibas, was held separately from the rest of his family and released from Hamas captivity on February the 1st. Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir were brutally murdered in Hamas captivity. Their remains returned to Israel last week from Gaza. Tens of thousands lined the streets of the funeral procession today, many holding orange balloons and Israeli flags, paying their final respects to the family, standing with them in support and in mourning. Israel's official X Twitter platform stating the whole nation stands with the Bibas family in silent grief as Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir are laid to rest. Oded Lifshitz, whose remains were also returned to Israel last week, was laid to rest yesterday. Oded and his wife Yocheved were also abducted from Kibbutz Nir Oz on October the 7th. Yocheved was released by terror group Hamas several weeks after the abduction, but Oded was murdered in captivity. Again, thousands lining the streets for his funeral procession yesterday, where Israel's President Isaac Herzog eulogized Oded at the funeral as a model of the landscape of his homeland, Israeli, Zionist, Jewish, humane, a lover of the people and a lover of humanity. The remains of 4 other hostages will be returned to Israel tonight, Wednesday. The Prime Minister's office saying today that pursuant to Israel's demands, agreement has been reached with the mediators. 4 of our deceased hostages will be returned tonight in the framework of the first stage, in an agreed-upon procedure and without Hamas ceremonies. The hostages who remain held in captivity in Gaza have now been captive for 509 days. Well, a woman believed to be the world's oldest known Holocaust survivor passed away on Monday. Rose Jerome was born in Poland in 1912. Her family then moved to Germany and fled the Nazis there in 1939 to Shanghai, ultimately making their way to the United States and settling in New York, where Jerome raised her family and ran 2 knitting shops in Queens for decades, known and beloved by many as a knitting legend. Throughout her life, she also provided testimonies about the Holocaust to the USC Shoah Foundation, the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County, and many others. Rose Jerome was 113 years old. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, February the 26th. At 7 o'clock, David Harris sits down with Hoover Institute fellow and former Dutch Parliament member Ayaan Hirsi Ali to discuss the rise in anti-Semitism in the Netherlands. At 7:30, it's Good Week Israel. At 8, preeminent rabbis Elliot Cosgrove and David Wolpe discuss this moment of uncertainty, how history, faith, and community can help navigate it, and other themes explored in Cosgrove's book, For Such a Time as This, in a Temple Emmanuel Stryker Center program. At 9, Steve Ludson is on L'Chaim. At 10, it's FIDF Live. At 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, February the 26th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.